Select, a biotech company, has partnered with AI healthcare tech company Gauss to develop the test and the app that analyzes and delivers the results. Select was the first company to earn FDA emergency authorization for its rapid antibody test in April. However, the new antigen test has not been authorized by the FDA so far. Joining us to explain how it all works, Select's founder and CEO James Lee, and Gauss founder and CEO Siddharth Satish. Very good afternoon to you both. Thanks so much for joining us. James, kick us off. How rapid is the test? How is it administered, and how accurate is it?
That test, it takes 15 minutes to complete. It's just like a home used rapid the pregnancy test. It's simple. It used in conjunction with an app that's available on the cell phone. You can complete the test. I guess Sid can guide you through the process. Sid?
Yeah, thanks, James. Thanks for having us, first of all. So the way this test works is that the user would simply order a test kit online or through a telemedicine visit. When they get the test in the mail, they would effectively just take a simple nasal swab, so an exterior nasal swab, drop that swab in a little tube of liquid, and then drop some of the liquid onto a rapid test cassette. In about 15 minutes, use your smartphone, take a scan of that test, and you get a very accurate reading that tells you if you've tested positive or negative.
What will it cost?
So we're committed to making making the test widely available and as accessible and affordable as possible. We haven't sort of nailed a final price yet, but we're confident that it's going to be very competitive with other point-of-care offerings that are currently on the market.
I mean, James, these are the kind of innovations that are very exciting, obviously, and potentially game-changing. No lab required, that you can do it at home. You don't need a nurse. You don't need a doctor. Why hasn't it received then FDA approval, or at least emergency use authorization approval, like so many of these other tests?
Well, I think that it is difficult to develop this type of test, particularly you're thinking about a very serious disease being diagnosed with in a very unforgiving environment that's at home. So it is natural that the public health officials are very careful in approving this type of assay. We've been working with the regulatory agencies, the public health officials for quite some time to bring this type of test to the home use setting. I think with the AI-driven app will enable lay user to accurately perform this type of assay, so make it available at home. So it's not this type of test is really not available until now that we come up with this solution.
Sid, do you expect FDA approval soon?
We do. We're very confident about the pathway to an emergency use authorization. Our current goal is to have that available this fall after a successful EUA. And we're following the FDA's guidance very carefully on both clinical trials and usability studies that are necessary to demonstrate sufficient accuracy and usability to actually get the EUA. And this is very unique because for the first time, the FDA has actually issued very strong and very well-written guidance around the specifics of what it takes to ascertain one of these approvals. So we're feeling pretty confident about the outcome of that process.